So there are a few trends I think I would highlight. One, so far we've been
Welcome back to this month's edition of Fund Performance. Equity funds in Canada had another bad month. With me to discuss the results is Morningstar Fund Analyst Nick Dedes. Nick, take us through what we saw in September.
Yeah, September, like previous months, I think we had a market environment that was characterized by significant volatility. Much of that can be explained by the uncertainty about how sovereign debt issues in Europe will be dealt with and any potential knock-on effects. But even more broadly, I think it feels like the market environment that we're currently in is one where markets are moving more on headlines versus individual company fundamentals.
And tell us, what categories lost the most?
Yeah, so as a result, we saw the more volatile categories sort of lingering at the bottom of the table this month, for September rather. So that included the Greater China equity category, natural resources equities, as well as emerging market equities.
And did currency movement have any impact this month?
Well, in the case of Japan, even though there were broad market losses there, the significant appreciation of the yen relative to the Canadian dollar largely offset those losses for Canadian investors. So from a Canadian investor standpoint, it was good, even though the Japanese government is taking steps to curb the strength of the yen, as well as, and it's impacting exporters in that country.
Okay. And last question, what about fixed income funds?
I guess not surprisingly, we saw investors flocking to the perceived safety of fixed income once again. We've seen this before a few years ago through the credit crisis. Even though yields are quite low at this point in time, it seems that investors are more focused on capital preservation, and we're bidding up prices in the space.
Thanks so much, Nick. To find out more, click on the link on the right side of the page.
So there are a few trends I think I would highlight. One, so far we've been